We are the class.
We are the class.
We are the class.
We are the class of 2015.
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 Carroll High School class of 2015. 4 years ago, we walked through these doors for the first time, and now
we are graduating. We've been through classes from gym to calculus,
from biology to econ.
And before we walk across that stage, it's time to take a look back on the most memorable 4 years of our lives.
My favorite memory at Carroll High School was meeting my best friend, Brianna Brittigan.
Winning sectionals last year, that was pretty hype.
All the sporting events that we've had.
Probably being in radio and TV 1 and 2.
Spending all my time in the ag room, working on FFA things.
Probably playing in the holiday hoops game, even though I missed the game-winning shot, but still fun.
We had this police dog who followed the police officer around, and he pooped in front of the office on the floor. It smelled so bad.
My favorite memory is probably got to be hanging out with my friends.
When we won sectionals for basketball last year, my junior year.
America Monday.
Powder Puff, junior and senior year.
My favorite memory would probably be in soccer season when we made it farther than the teams ever made it before to the Final Four at semi-state.
Favorite memory would have to be the football games.
EBDT, duh. My dance team does.
Allison Yant lost her fake nail at prom and we found it later on Anna Anderson's butt.
Probably being in FFA.
My favorite CHS memory was sneaking into Carroll for the lift dub.
The last day of school last year, me and Zach put his car in the ditch, celebrating it.
I think my favorite memory from Carroll High School was homecoming, like the whole week in general, but also the game because I got to walk the field with my dad and I thought that was really special.
I don't know, probably leaving. Probably be the lip dub.
Lift dub.
Going down to cross-country state with the team.
Probably all the friends I made in my strength and conditioning class.
Me and Marissa Sigmund would go to the culinary room every day after school and we would cook food and just hang out and stuff, and like getting close with all of the culinary people was really fun.
My favorite memory would definitely have to be meeting one of my favorite staff members, Mr. Cross, come on in. And then definitely becoming good friends with Emma Ruscup. Just like these two have had a great impact on my high school career, and I'm just thankful for both of them.
Probably the opportunity to attend the A-Push trip. That was really exciting.
There's a student teacher at art class, and Mr. Kilmer had 2 kids pretend fight to test her and had her break it up.
When you receive your diploma, among the 511 graduates, 17 will be National Scholastic Art and Writing Gold Key winners.
52 students will be receiving honors with distinction and 58 students will be receiving honors.
You are among 85 National Honor Society members, and 24 students are receiving full ride scholarships to universities.
And we've been offered more than $1.3 million in scholarships to college and universities. So, where are you going after high school?
I plan to attend IPFW.
As a fallback, IPFW, but I'm trying to get into George Mason right now.
Plan to go to IU.
Either Butler or Purdue.
Purdue.
I am going to go to Ball State. Hopefully next year I'll be going to IPFW, and then after that I think I'm going to go to either the University of Cincinnati or one of the art schools in Chicago, hopefully.
Vincent's University.
The University of St. Francis in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
And the University of Indianapolis.
IUPUI in Indy.
I'm going to go to Huntington University.
I'm going to the Kelly Business School at IUPUI.
I am signed to go to Goshen College.
You know.
Electrician trade school.
I'm hoping to attend college at Rose-Hulman.
Grand Valley State in Michigan.
I plan on joining the Navy.
Johnson Wales in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Lee University in Cleveland, Tennessee.
Full Sail University online.
University of North Texas.
Plan to attend Texas Christian University down in Fort Worth.
I want to go to Clown College, but it's super hard to get into, and there's like the politics behind it are really tough, so I'm not even gonna joke about that.
I plan on going straight to the NFL.
Well, I was thinking about going down to Miami, because I hear there's a lot of parties down there, and they get, not twerkage, more like there's a lot of parties that I would love to get down in and have a lot of body movements, but yeah, for the education mainly.
Although our time here at Carroll is almost at an end, the start of our adult lives is just around the corner.
So, class of 2015, as you've been asked the last 18 years of your lives, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I'm trying to major in astronomy or astrology, something like that.
Criminal justice and pre-med.
Going to somewhere in the medical field.
Computer science.
Interpreting.
To become a physician's assistant because I like surgery.
Agriculture.
It's in the criminal area. I don't know, psychology of criminals.
Hospital for IT, their IT department, or like a school maybe.
Business administration.
I was thinking either news telecommunications or some kind of social science.
Therapy.
I want to major in film.
Honestly, I'm not sure, but I really want to go into law.
I'm really undecided when it comes to career. I'm just kind of going with the flow.
Chemistry, in hopes of medical school. Exercise science and physical therapy.
Graphic design or film.
And secondary education.
I want to work with special needs people, so I'm not sure what branch, but something like that.
For a career, I plan to become an occupational therapist.
Business and marketing, but specifically I want to go into sports management.
Apparel merchandising and entrepreneurship.
Get money.
Sort of research lab or something environmental in biology.
I hope to be a lawyer.
I want to major in audiology.
Be a computer scientist, like a programmer.
To become an electrician.
I plan to be an elementary or middle school teacher, so elementary ed, middle school.
Practitioner. And design or directing.
Photography and business.
Marketing, because I really like just like business and sales and that kind of thing, and I really like the creative aspect of those too.
To own my own shop for automotive.
I'm not going to joke about clowns, so no, I'm not going to major in juggling or something silly like that. I'm probably going to major in accounting. Is that what you want to hear, Mom? Dad?
Now that we looked into the future, it's only natural that we look back to the past.
Let's now reflect back on the class of 2015's biggest regrets.
Ooh, my biggest regret in high school would be freshman year. Just the entirety of freshman year. Just all of freshman year.
Not being able to take credit for those things I didn't get in trouble for, so I could get the proper recognition.
Not doing swimming my junior or senior year. Definitely missed that.
The most regrettable aspect of my regrets is the regrettability of the whole feeling of regret, that having no regrets about regrettability.
Not doing enough extracurriculars and trying out as many sports.
Not taking easier classes.
I wasn't my natural self. Like, I was always shy, and I don't know, I really want to become more social.
Honestly, not going on the A-push trip my junior year.
Quitting football. I wish I never would have. I just got lazy, started hanging out with friends too much, and I regret it to this day.
Biggest regret is probably not talking to Drew Tranquil as much as I did. I wish I talked to Drew more, maybe got an autograph from him or something like that.
Not doing all I could do in sophomore and freshman year.
Not playing any sports. I wanted to, but it's too small.
Not slacking off more.
Oh gosh, probably not taking as many AP classes.
I'm definitely not going to any show choir concerts or events because they're like so awesome, I've heard, and I've never seen them.
We've been in school for 13 years, and we've spent so much of our time in the classrooms.
You know, not everything we've learned came from a textbook. Sometimes the best lessons came from sports, clubs, and other after-school activities.
Extracurriculars actually sort of paved the way for my future a lot better than my core classes did, in that theater was a blow-off class at first, and then it turned to an after-school hobby, and then it turned into my career choice.
Football kind of created me as I am today. It helped shape who I am, and it's going to stay with me forever.
Rugby was pretty fun. Let me take out some anger.
It was less boring than sitting in homeroom.
I'm actually in FFA, and it helped me like helped me participate in my community.
Common Sense Club, it impacted me with learning new things about all the things that are happening overseas and in our own country.
Well, I did cross country and track, met a bunch of awesome people there.
I did 3 years of football. I think it helped me have a really good work ethic.
Well, I attended cross country. That made me like, I don't know, get out of my zone, make more friends.
Well, I was in FCCLA and I was really shy originally, but like after being in that club, I kind of came out of my shell.
During freshman year, I was a proud member of the coloring club. Shout out to you, Mrs. Heater.
Well, I was on the basketball team all 4 years, and it's really taught me how to be a leader and to be more confident with others.
All the clubs, you know, and sports, basketball, football, baseball, and all the various clubs, you know, always being out during activity period really gave me, I think, the full experience of high school.
I was a neonation officer, and I was in charge of like getting everybody involved and like getting everybody really excited for games and stuff.
I was part of marching band and drumline, and it probably impacted me, taught me how to like work hard at something and achieve it.
FFA has helped me come along on my goal of becoming a geneticist.
Soccer has definitely like given me a work ethic and just hard work in the classroom too.
In a school with over 2,200 students and about 150 teachers and staff, it's hard not to get attached to some of them.
After 4 years of being at Carroll High School, who and what will you miss the most?
I'll probably end up missing Mr. DePremio, as cliche as that may be.
Go out and say that I'm definitely going to miss a lot of the teachers and all my friends here at Carroll that I probably won't see as often once I graduate.
Definitely miss Mrs. Cripe.
No one. Just kidding, I'm gonna miss the squad.
Panda and the squad and my dance team people.
My mom definitely.
Isaac Carpenter.
Having snow days, that's great.
Roaming the school hallways and socializing with friends, you know.
My best friend, Kelsey, we're going to different colleges, so it's just gonna be really hard after that.
Mr. Slipper the most because he was always really funny. And I also will miss Mrs. Sigmund because she was always really sweet.
Just the freedom and like environment that we have. We have such a good school.
Not many people.
Senior internship, being able to leave school 3 periods early and just hang out with my dad.
Probably Miss Riker.
Speech and debate team, because you're with them every weekend.
Everybody in the FFA program.
To be Mr. Basham, Miss Royer, and Miss Kennedy because I've been student helping with them for the past 3 years.
I will definitely miss the school lunches at Carroll. They're delicious.
Mr. Dietrich, because I spend most of my time in his room.
The librarian the most for catching me sometimes in the library when I needed to be caught.
All my friends.
Proud of my friends.
Probably all the friends I made.
All my friends.
My friends.
All my friends.
My friends.
My friends. Of course, all of my friends.
My friends.
Just all the friends.
All my friends.
Every one of my friends. A lot of my friends.
All my friends I made here.
Let's be honest, not every class or teacher was your favorite.
But there were some teachers that made school somewhat bearable.
The teacher that's impacted me the most from NACS would be Mr. Fretz.
Oh, it's gotta be Mr. Slofer. His rap battle where he's like the Little Mermaid was life-changing for me.
Definitely my honors chemistry and AP chemistry teacher, Mrs. Bell.
I'd say my first grade teacher, Mrs. Shakely from Oakview Elementary.
Mr. Miller is the principal at Carroll Middle School, and he really impacted my life because he was just as goofy as I was, and he let me know that it was okay to be myself.
Mr. Thorne from Carroll Middle School.
Mrs. Cripe.
My French teacher, 3 years, Madame Kiplinger.
Mr. Hassel, just because he's cool.
Definitely Miss Raker from Carroll High School.
Mr. Johnston, as a few of you know him, he's also very cool.
Mr. Fox, because he lets me use his calculator.
Maybe probably be Mr. Norton.
Mr. Bain from Hickory Center.
Definitely Mrs. Murphy. She was my first grade teacher. I will never forget her. She was my favorite teacher of all time. She really has had an impact on me, and I still will never forget her.
I'd say Mr. Adams because he tells you a lot of stuff about the real world.
Mrs. Yoder from Carroll Middle School, she's the nurse. She was the best. So.
Impacted me the most, I have 2 of them, would be my girl, Miss Kelly, and my other girl,
Sigmund.
Mrs. Bell, obviously, as you can tell by this stuff, Mrs. Bell's probably been the biggest influence on my career. She's just such a great person, really tries to push us, and just makes her classroom feel like a second home.
I feel like if I didn't say my mom, I'd get in trouble. She's my favorite. I learned a lot of life lessons here with her and then at home, and we spend a lot of time together. It's kind of ridiculous.
Coach Chigulis, I guess just push yourself as hard as you can and you'll see a result.
Carroll High School, Steve Pearson, favorite person of my entire life. Like he's so wonderful. Best teacher ever.
Mr. Wardell, the business teacher for Carroll High School.
Mrs. Hopkins, she was just really laid back and she was just really chill, everything you did.
Mrs. Lang, she's actually a guidance counselor that was at Oakview when I went there. And she was just always such like a kind-hearted person, and she always like was looking out for the Moser family, I don't know.
Miss Rhodes, she's awesome.
Good Lord, that's a tough one. I got yelled at by so many of them.
All of the teachers were just trying to get us ready for the real world.
Well, how'd they do? Do seniors think that they're ready for life after high school?
Carroll's prepared me for life in a lot of ways. Probably the biggest one would be that I can accomplish a lot on a little bit of sleep and a lot of coffee.
Taught me a lot of like hidden curriculum stuff as well. Like I learned how to be punctual, how to act like I like people and really I just want to punch them.
Carroll is really hard on you. I've had some friends actually tell me that college is easier than Carroll, and it just teaches you that you have to be responsible.
Well, Carroll's done an excellent job preparing me for life. I feel like I'm really ready to experience the college world.
It made me want to motivate myself to try harder and kind of made me smarter in a way, I guess. I don't know.
Carroll is a very diverse school, I would say, and so it's sort of taught me to prepare for the many different kinds of people I'll experience, both in the workforce and just in everyday life. So
the staff here and the teachers don't just teach lessons, they teach like life lessons.
This education actually teaches me something that will be relatively useful. I haven't learned to do taxes, I haven't learned to do anything that will actually apply to real life, I don't think, so it's whatever, I guess.
All the classes I've taken have really shown me what I've really wanted to do. I wasn't really into teaching as a freshman, but I've really seen it and liked it.
It's taught me a lot about being dedicated to my academics and being dedicated to not just that, but my friends too, and sports.
I know how to spell my name now.
Some of the science courses offered here definitely gave me an advantage in the medical aspect of things.
You get kind of the best of both worlds in the athletic and academic rigor.
Broadening my horizons on that and being open to the idea that there are different people out there who don't necessarily believe the same things you do.
Carroll has definitely kind of set forth this be the best you can be mentality and kind of pushing you to do whatever you want.
I've learned a lot about making friends and meeting new people and how to interact with people a lot.
Well, it's one of the better schools in the state, so I think it's given me a good foundation to go off to college and be successful.
I don't procrastinate as much as I used to.
I think it's made me more responsible.
It's really made me hopeful for winning the lottery and not having to do work.
It's taught you that life sucks and it gets worse.
Detention, Saturday schools, ISS. These are the things that the school used to keep us in check.
But the best is when you do things that should get you in trouble, but they don't. What have you gotten away with?
One thing I've done at Carroll that I should have gotten in trouble for.
If I was going to be late to first period, if I can't have my book bag, I would just dump it all in the bathroom and then go to first period.
One time we took all the Spike Bowl tournament posters down because it was the same day as the play, but that's it.
I once killed a man.
Alexa Heineman and I, we had access to the attic. In the attic were all these different types of candies, every single one that you could imagine. And we would always sneak up there and she would always fill her purse with as much candy as she could.
Nothing. I'm a good girl. I'm Indian. I peed in a urinal and then I clogged it.
I plead the fifth.
Freshman through sophomore year, people paid me to do their homework.
I perhaps should have gotten some sort of disciplinary action leveled against me
After this one occasion during keyboarding class when I climbed up into the rafters room.
Well, everything I've done that I should have gotten in trouble for, I did get in trouble for. I never really got away with anything, so.
I think it was math class sophomore year. And my grandma called me to ask her what her Facebook password was.
Oh, there's a list. That list goes on and on, but I think the main one is probably twerking.
Our internet's supposed to be blocked sometimes, and I've had some things that have unblocked the internet.
I got on the roof one time, but I don't really want to say that.
We snuck under a gate at a basketball game.
One of the times I was talking on the phone in class, the teacher's like, give me your phone. I was like, why would I give you my phone? I'm talking on the phone.
One time I got doubles at lunch and she didn't charge me and I didn't say anything.
After fourth period, I just went home because I was tired of that day.
I text in class all the time.
I don't think I can say that on camera.
We snuck over to Carroll before homecoming and attempted to take the homecoming cup sign off and write placentang, because we didn't write it. We didn't finish.
High school isn't meant to be a high or low point in life. It's meant to be a launching point.
Graduation is not an end, it's a commencement. The genesis of a new you, the dawning of a new day.
The beginning of our new great adventure.